Here's the gift in this with tinting and shading. So tinting is adding white to any color and shading is adding black. And the gift with this is, let's just say you only had red, blue, and green, then you can create a whole lot of other colors by mixing in a little white or black. And that's something I want you to play with today while you're doing your painting. So if you look at this, like this is kind of a greeny blue. So I use my apron a lot, unconventionally. But this isn't a straight, it's like blue, but there's a little bit of green in there, and it's quite light. So I'm just playing around with making that color. So I'm adding white, so I'm tinting. So I'm getting a lighter color. It's not the same as that, but it's getting close. It's kind of like a turquoise color.
Okay, so
Yeah.
the part that you've selected for the viewfinder, is that going to be the whole picture?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's going to be the whole picture. So right now we're using heavy body paints, which are like butter or margarine consistency. So now if you want to extend your paints, because I know paint is expensive and sometimes we don't want to use them just the paint itself, then this is when you're going to use a medium, which is clear paint, to extend the paint, and you want to use the same consistency. That's how you remember. So what I'm doing here is I have some regular gel, and I'm just adding it in to this paint. So I'm just going to apply with a palette knife, and you know, the whole idea is just to have fun and go for it. You know, it looks like she did with this painting.
This is your canvas board that you...
This is a canvas pad, yeah. This is the canvas pads that we talked about in the first class. You know, we can also use a brush. And this is my inspiration. If it doesn't end up looking like this, it really doesn't matter. It's just to get you started. That's the idea of today. And I want you to do at least 3 paintings. Something that artists often do that doesn't support creative process and doesn't support your flow is they do one painting and fixate on it and overwork it. I want you to work quickly. I want you to work on at least 3 paintings, and don't worry if it doesn't work out. We're going to be adding layers to all these paintings, and you're going to learn that acrylics is so dynamic. It'll dry and you can add layers to it, and you can turn these paintings, if you choose, into great little masterpieces. But for today, the goal is just to have fun.
And do you move your viewfinder around to find another one for your second painting?
Yeah, yeah, and that's on the list, exactly. So for the second one as well, like definitely move it over. I'm just going to demonstrate one though. This is Payne's Gray. This is a beautiful color. It's a mixture of black and ultramarine blue. It's really opaque. And this looks black, but it's got kind of a blue to it. So now I'm adding black. So what am I doing? I'm shading. So I'm deepening this Payne's Gray.
That looks almost like a black, doesn't it?
Yes,
Payne's
no,
Gray.
Payne's Gray is a mixture of ultramarine blue and black. So it does already have black in it. And here's where my paper towels come in handy. I don't really want this so wet. And look at that. Here's also, while this paint is wet, I'm seeing that she's got some white lines here. So I'm going to imitate that and scratch back through to my white canvas, just like she did here. And there's some scratching around there. I'm going to imitate that. And now I'm just going to go for it and add some blue. And it looks like she mixed this blue in here with this here. So I might do that too. That's quite nice, just to mix right here. So, you know, this is just an exercise in, this is your inspiration, your practice piece. And you're just getting some paint on your canvas pad and playing and pushing paint around. The messier and the uglier, the better. So look, and there's kind of like a white mark through there. And then we've got some that looks like cadmium red. So for the cadmium red pieces, I would let this dry, and acrylic dries really quick. And this is where these boards come in handy. So I can just lift this up and put this either on the shelf or under my table out of my way, and I can start a whole new piece and just let that dry and then come back to it and add some of the reds and oranges so that I don't make mud.